try to end up on the paved route. The flow is medium rare. Now bring the steak out. This is my medium here. See how...
Ladies and gentlemen,
we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City for a heavyweight fight between the comeback kid Andre Bishop and Reggie Stewart. This the first fight since Bishop injured his right hand against Meldrick Johnson. In talking to trainer Gus Carisi in the lead up to this fight, he said, no worries at all. Bishop's right hand is just fine.
Well, if there were worries, he wouldn't let us know about it, but there should be no worries because they had plenty of time to rehab their hand and plenty of time to test it out in the gym, do sparring, do bad work. Should be fine.
Good block there by Andre Bishop. Bishop's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Stewart's a smart fighter, and in doing so, the smart thing to do for him would be to utilize his jab. He's got a good one.
Yeah, and he's confident with it. See, it's one thing having a good one. You know how many people out there are good at certain things, but they don't have the confidence, they don't know it. He knows that he's good with it. That's the key.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. 90 seconds to go here in this round. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. He has his target. He lands a straight right. That's a good block by Stewart. Snaps that jab out. Nice job doubling up the jab by Andre Bishop. Bishop's able to land a good, solid left hand. How effective of a tool can the right hook be for a southpaw when he faces an orthodox fighter?
Wow, what a dangerous punch for a southpaw. And the danger zone is really there for the orthodox fighter because he's not used to seeing that punch come from that angle.
Here we go. Round two is underway. See, that's what the corner should do for Andre Bishop. You send him out there as a fresher, better fighter. He looks fine here to start this round. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. Good block by Stewart. You see how he comes over the top with that left hand. Well-placed shot there. Solid right by Stewart. There's another left hand from him. Bishop's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's got it. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Scores up top with a left.
Come on. Back to the center of the ring. Come on, work your way back to the center.
Reggie Stewart's jacked by an uppercut. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. For those of you who question Andre Bishop's broken right hand, here's a good example of how he feels about it. He's throwing it right back to it to the head. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Commits to the straight right. By a huge hook. Accurate with the straight left.
Nice.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Bishop's had success so far, just based on his pure hand and foot speed. But there is some concern.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy with a real fast car. He needs a racetrack. He needs the right place to use that speed to kind of run with it a little bit. Right now, his opponent needs to change that landscape. Don't give him that racetrack. Step out of range a little bit and leave him there. Let him shadow box, but don't stay in a position where he can be effective.
Solid left hand to the head. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Reggie Stewart. Bishop's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. Bishop's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. That's exactly what he wanted to do, backing him up against the ropes. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Andre Bishop. Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do. Good block by Stewart. That's a well-scored left hand by Andre Bishop. Stewart's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Let's keep that up. Right on the right for now. Let's show everyone. We don't need that.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Stewart's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Let's go out there now. Come on now. Let me see.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Reggie Stewart.
Let's go.
He scores with the jab there.
You know, Joe, a lot of times you think about a jab being used by an outside guy, but to get inside, you need a cover. And there, right there, was the cover.
Whether or not Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed, the bottom line is he continues to have success with it here tonight against Reggie Stewart. Good work defensively by Stewart. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Andre Bishop's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Solid right by Andre Bishop. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Little head hunting with the left. Good flush shot by Stewart. And now a well-placed hook to the head.
Now don't stand.
Round number 5 has arrived. Bishop's coming out here at the start of this round, knowing that the first half of this fight clearly has him out way in front on the scorecards.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys don't do good when they're way out in front because they start letting up a little bit. They start taking things for granted. That is probably the only thing that could be an enemy of him right now.
You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Andre Bishop utilizing that right hand well. There's no doubt in my mind that it is fully healed. Andre Bishop is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
What an impact that left hand just made by Stewart. Boy, that's a good uppercut by Reggie Stewart, isn't it? Andre Bishop's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Zoning in with the overhand left. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Reggie Stewart. Oh, what a power punch he was able to land there.
Joe, that's what you call setting up a trap. Not a mouse trap, but a punch trap. Step back a little bit, invited him in, bang.
Good right hand by Andre Bishop. He needs more of that. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Good power punch. The right hand landed. Did you see that? He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Now that's impressive. All week long, everybody was talking about the injury to the right hand of Andre Bishop. He just knocked out Reggie Stewart with that right hand.
Isaac, which Bishop brother hits harder?
Which Bishop brother hits harder? That's your question? I get these people. Well, neither one of them can punch like me. I can guarantee you that. But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now, and he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
So the heavyweight career of Andre Bishop tries to move forward tonight. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my broadcast partner Teddy Atlas, coming to you from the Thomas and Mack Center, where tonight the unbeaten Andre Bishop